Hello and good morning in Europe, good evening in the United States. This is Ahura with another daily outlook video. As you know, in this series of video, we are looking at the market, what happened yesterday, what is going on, and what is our expectations for from today's financial market. Here we are with the first dead case from United Kingdom from Omicron variant, and the report that shows already this variant has been seen in mainland of the China. So the market is a little bit more worried about the effect right now, the effect of the here we go, the effects of current vaccines also a little bit under questions. WHO is questioning is can we be optimistic about the effect of the current vaccines or not? That was the reason to see the free fall yesterday in the stock markets. Yesterday, in the morning update, if you remember, I was talking about that current vaccines that we have, they are effective against the Omicron variant, so we are not that much worried about that. However, later, a few hours later, the report denied that. The violation of the report, the violation of this idea was the first dead case in United Kingdom, as I mentioned. Uh, the same report caused that report caused the free fall in the stock markets. Ahead of the FOMC meeting, the market risk is increasing, as you see here. We are a little bit in higher risk in the market. At the same time, in the oil market, in the energy market, same report that caused the free fall in the stock market was the reason to see the oil in the lower levels, in the lower prices. However, later, OPEC monthly report uh, pause this downtrend because according to this report, oil demand for 2020 second in the first quarter increased to 99.13 million barrels per day, up from earlier expectation of 98.02 million barrels. So OPEC is waiting for better economic development in the first quarter. They believe that the current vaccines and the faster vaccination with booster doses will help the economy to recover even better, and it will not pause the recovery mood that we are right now in. So that was the reason to see that downtrend is paused in the oil market, but we are not that much positive. We have to still wait and see more and more, see and have more updates from this variant. However, the market is not that much worried. Market is currently already accepted that we are living with the virus. We are living with this virus, and sometimes the market will have this negative news from that. So therefore, the investors, they are not that much right now. They are not that much they are not taking this news that much serious, that as much as serious that they used to have it, take it or think about that uh, last year or even 5 6 months ago. At the same time, these news and these reports and the higher market risk ahead of the FOMC meeting increase the US dollar demand. As you know, the market demand is market expectations from FOMC meeting is to see more hawkish decisions. As I mentioned several times earlier days in the reports, in morning reports, or in the written article, that we are waiting to see even $30 trillion tapering against a $15 trillion that it is right now going on. So most probably the market is pricing in on faster tapering because inflation is increasing. We have the inflation above 6.8% and average earnings less than 4.2% increase. So that means that the inflation is much faster increasing than the earnings. So therefore, the Federal Reserve must do something here before the problem is getting getting bigger. So this risk increasing the demand for the gold. At the same time, higher dollar prices, US dollar prices, putting the gold under pressure. So that was the reason to see the desired movement in the gold market. And as I mentioned earlier, also gold is going nowhere for now, waiting for better and stronger signals to find the direction. About the cryptocurrencies market, yesterday I don't remember if I told in the early morning or not that the hack of, the the Prime Minister, I forget the name, the Prime Minister of Indian Prime Minister's uh, Twitter account has been hacked. It was same thing that happened for some of officials in the United States 2 years ago, actually, if I don't mistake, or a year ago, 1 year ago, that they hacked the officials' accounts to ask the Bitcoin against it, like kind of giving the price of Bitcoin. If you give one Bitcoin, they will give you twice double how much Bitcoin that you give, they will give you back twice. So same thing happened to same thing happened to Indian Prime Minister as well. Even if we had the news that the Robin Hood is reported that planning to roll out the crypto gift card, or there's some positive news that the Brazilian exchange B3 plans also to enter to the crypto market in 2022. We had some positive news also about that. However, the market sentiment still, the overall market sentiment is still negative. So that was the reason to see that the free falls yesterday in the crypto market, in the Bitcoin. It was the same. It was this movement was the same movement that in the early days we were talking about, and still crypto market is under pressure. And as long as it's trading under 51,800, something like here, right here. Less than 52,000, let's say 52,000 in a 20 daily moving average. As long as far as it's trading under 52k, so the downtrend is expected, and we can see here, as you see here, the market is still trading under its trend line as well. So OBV trend line is kind of flat up and down, but generally downside. RSI in the daily chart at the 33. So it means that the downtrend still has enough power to continue the way. Same thing we can see in a Ripple downtrend. Same thing we can see in Ethereum under 4,000, 3,700, which is the highest number since the past 2-3 months, if I don't mistake. So long time we haven't seen this number. Yeah, this level we haven't seen. That's from that's the lowest level since 2021, right? 2021. In April we saw that in April, and earlier this month that we saw that. We can see that this was the last time seen. 2021 10 October, and now in 4 months, right? The lowest level since 4 months in past 4 months. This low levels that we saw twice in this month. We could see that just 4 months ago. Just it was not something new. So the lowest level since in the past 4 months, if we also count, if we don't count this shadow, just count the candles. So we are in the lower levels in the daily charts in the past 4 months. So this is it means for Ethereum, for the Ripple, also almost the same thing we can see for Bitcoin. This the prices already. So the downtrend, general downtrend and negative sentiment in the market, in the crypto market, also is going on. In a currency market, euro is still in a downtrend, as we were expecting. The euro, as long as it's trading under 1.1320, is in a clear downtrend for now. As long as hawkish policy is expected from the Fed, it is same. It will be same levels, around same levels till tomorrow, that we can have both FOMC and ECB announcement, and see what actually tomorrow, Wednesday, we will have the FOMC, and Thursday we will have the ECB's announcement to see what their policies. But the other cryptos, other currencies also. For today and tomorrow, we're still waiting to see that the US dollar in a stronger position against all of them, and waiting for FOMC meeting. So for now, the cryptocurrencies and for now the currency market. For today, we are waiting for a little bit kind of natural movements with the stronger side of the US dollar. So if you see it in USD JPY, it means the uptrend. In GBP USD and Euro USD, you can see the downtrend. tendency, so like more tendency to the downtrend. But generally, the market is in a side movement. This is kind of the most important what's happening yesterday, what is going on about the today's news. That what we are waiting for. Today, a little bit later, we will have, let's say about the first yesterday on the economic calendar we had yesterday morning. I was talking about the Turkish the effect of this currency changes rate in the Turkey and retail sales. As we were expecting, the retail sales in the Turkey fell to 15.2. It decreased 15.2% from from last month of 17.2. For the next month, it was for the October. For November and December, we are waiting for even lower retail sales, and in real retail sales, not in the numbers, because the numbers probably can increase because the prices, because inflation is increased like 10 times more. But that's why we can see this maybe in the retail sales when we can see the higher numbers, but in the real retail sales will be much lower. Yesterday also we had other news from the Japanese economy. Japanese manufacturing, Tankan manufacturing index is increased in Japan from 2 to 9 in October, in last quarter, in quarter 4. But still, the overall other data from Duncan Large Manufacturing Index and other data from Japanese economy was not as much as good as expected. It was like a little bit showing that the fourth quarter in the Japanese economy in the fourth quarter is a little bit under pressure, and it's not that good that we were expecting earlier in earlier months. In today we will have the IEA report and then API report for the oil market, for the energy market as well in general. American Petroleum and IEA, International Energy International Energy. So like this, all this, all this short names that we are using every day in the morning and evenings during the day. We're just like sometimes it's getting out of the mind. International Energy Agency, they will publish their monthly report, while American Petroleum Institute (API) also will publish its weekly report. For the oil market, these are very important. You have to follow them, and you know about that. In the US season, in the North American season, let's say better, we will have American producer price index or producer inflation, which is very, very important. Have to see where it goes. If the producer inflation also still increasing, if you see that it's increasing, it means that in the next month we can see still the CPI or consumer inflation also will be increased. So this producer's inflation that's why it's important to tell us that what we have to expect from inflation, from the consumer inflation in next month. About the UK, if I don't remember, I don't remember if I told or not today, in the Eurozone, in Euros season, UK employment data will be very important to watch. Average earnings index, climate change, and employment levels changing. These are very important in the EU season to watch from United Kingdom. This is what generally the market is about today, and I hope it was useful for you. For next days, please let me know what's your idea about these videos. Write me your comments, what you want me to cover more on the charts, on the news, and see you guys tomorrow. Yeah.